All right, good evening, Hawk fans. Welcome to Hawk Stadium for 2025 Pleasant Grove Hawk football. And Jay, very rarely that we get to feel football weather at the end of August, and other than a little bit of moisture in the air, which seems to be clearing up, it feels like a really nice fall night all of a sudden.
Yeah, a little 69-degree weather, and hopefully the precipitation will taper off. But the good thing is we are playing on some artificial turf, so we won't have to worry about any mud or anything like that out there on the jerseys. But great night for football. Got a lot of umbrellas that have made it into the stands, so glad to see so many of our Hawk fans showing up tonight for this first game of the season against the Atlanta Rabbits from Cass County.
I tell you, even with the rain, we had quite a few folks there at the gates waiting for that 6 o'clock open. Of course, a new thing here at Hawk Stadium this year for all you fans coming out, but it is general admission seating everywhere, giving everybody an opportunity to fill in a lot of the middle seats in this. And we're about ready to get this thing kicked off. The Hawks have won the coin toss, elected to receive. They'll be going from our left to right tonight to get this thing kicked off. And Jay, there's some excitement in the air around this Pleasant Grove Hawk team this year. We got a new quarterback out there ready to show us what he can do. Colt Yancey, wearing number 16, is a junior. Gunslinger, and a lot of names that you're going to
287 days since the last home game. But tonight that wait is finally over. Your Hawks
as well. And I don't know where my microphone went. I'll let you have it.
Yeah, it went away for a little bit, but you mentioned Colt Yancey coming in, and he is a pretty prolific quarterback. Last year he had a 62% passing completion, threw for over 1,500 yards and 20 TDs, so a great addition for Pleasant Grove, and we're going to get to see him first right after this kickoff.
And so we'll see what the offense does. The defense coming back this year, so many of those guys back out there. Of course, missing some big names that'll be playing later on this weekend, but looking forward to big things from this team, and really not going to be a lot of two-way players this year, is what Coach Gibson was telling us, and so interested to see how that goes. The Rabbits have the ball teed up there on the right hash. C.J. Whaley, sophomore, high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line by Javion Butler. Butler looking for some room, and he has a seam at the 40. Makes a man miss at the 45-yard line, gets all the way up near the 48, and Javion Butler has Pleasant Grove in great field position for the start of this football game. 1st and 10 PG at our own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Javion Butler is one of those names that was discussed over the summer, and for a Hawk to look out for this season, and already making his presence known, almost getting it to half field.
So he's a junior. He is one of the few players that will go both ways. He and Jay Rich, who wears number 2, will both play slot and cornerback. Yancey brings the team out now. 2 receivers split wide. You see Walker Wright, who is backup quarterback, but he's in at H-back. First play of the game is a pitch to Nick Bells around the left side. We saw Nick Bells run the ball very well last year. He gets it just across midfield to the 49-yard line into Rabbit territory, a pickup of 3 on first down. It'll make it 2nd down and 3 now, and the Hawks want some tempo. Quickly back to the line as they flip the formation with the H-back in the slot on the right side. Yancey, pitch to Bells coming right now. Cuts it inside. Gets hit right near the line of scrimmage, and he'll be dropped there for no gain. A couple of those linebackers able to come in and get him wrapped up. Number 9, Kagan Lloyd, the first man in there.
Yeah, good contact there. Pleasant Grove maintains tempo. Quick to the line.
Again, flipping it back to the left side now as they're on the right hash. Yancey fakes the pitch, hands it now, this time underneath to Jamarian Richardson. Jay Rich has the first down and more. We'll see if they catch him. He's at the 10, 5, tight ropes down. Touchdown, Hawks! And Pleasant Grove scores quickly.
Yeah, that's some of that 10.7100 speed there. And one of the reasons why Baylor is very, very happy to have him as a commit.
So a 49-yard touchdown scamper down the right side by Jamarian Richardson. Yeah, looking to wear the green next year, but we'll get a few more games in the gold and black. First, now the Hawks trying to get some folks out there for the extra point. Silas Yowell is the punter. A little bit of a high snap, but Jace Elrod able to pull that down. It is good. 10:57 remaining in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 7-0 on a quick strike. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
That was quick.
All right, folks, welcome back to Pleasant Grove as the Hawks are set to kick off after the 49-yard touchdown scamper by Jamarian Richardson. James Solomon, the senior, set to kick off for the Hawks. Deep line drive kick goes over the head of Caden Linwood, bounce through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Yeah, that's one of the weapons that Pleasant Grove is definitely going to have this year in Mr. Yowell. And he brings that leg that he has been using for soccer for so many years back to the Hawks again, and had a pretty good season last year, but getting those touchbacks is going to be something that I think is going to be pretty integral to Pleasant Grove and their defensive effort there.
Yeah, I'd certainly like to be able to pin them back. Now the Rabbits with two receivers left side, one receiver right side, starting at their own 20. A little bit high, handoff to number 6, Marshawn Woodbury, and he is hit immediately in the backfield. Zion Lewis, the senior nose guard, the first man back there to wrap him up. Loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Jalen Foster getting pressure and making first contact, just not able to wrap him up. First play for Atlanta, a negative play.
Now they spread it out with 3 to the left side, 1 on the right side. Woodbury still the tailback back there. Whaley now flips the formation. Little quick pass out, little flare to Jalen Riley. And he gets a short gain up near the 30-yard line before he's met by several Hawks. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Buck Anderson coming in to make the stop there.
3rd and 5 for the Hawks here on their first defensive possession.
DeAndre Simmons is a junior quarterback. Let's see, pass from him, complete out of the backfield to Woodbury, and Marshawn Woodbury will have the first down up to the 40-yard line, and so just a play functions almost like a running play. Just hit your tailback in the backfield and get a lot of those big guys out front, creating a screen for him. And the Rabbits able to move the sticks, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Javion Butler out there, corner, making that stop, but not before a first down was had.
High snap pulled in, handoff to Whaley again. Whaley trying to go right, and this time he's just strung out too far. Several Hawks in pursuit down the line. Javion Butler, first man over there to him. Jalen Foster chasing down from the backside.
Yeah, that 6-0 looks similar from this far up. That was actually Woodbury on that carry.
Oh, that was Wood. Okay. 2nd down and 9. The fake to Woodbury. Simmons rolling left, wants to throw. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Now a little outlet, though, to Jaden Riley, rather. Man covering him came to collapse on the quarterback, and Riley was just able to serve as an outlet there. It moves the sticks, gets across into Hawk territory. First and 10 Atlanta at at the Hawk 46.
Yeah, good patience there by Simmons, waiting for his receiver to get open.
Rabbits spread them out again with a single back formation. Simmons wants to throw, pump fake to the route, trying to run left. Just out of a shoestring tackle from Keedred Smith. But then brought down from behind.
Yeah, Foster came in from behind, and both of them are going to be great working together on both ends. It's going to be fun watching both of them this season.
Keedred Smith played behind pretty good defensive end last year. Got some playing time as a freshman, now out here as a sophomore, really hoping to make an impact. 3 to the right side, 1 to the left side now. Simmons wanting to throw, has a little bit of time. Eludes a tackle, fires down the field, and it's intercepted. James Solomon has it, and the return is on. James Solomon is at the 40, and the Hawks are back in business. Several Pleasant Grove players down there providing coverage in the secondary. James Solomon pulls this one in. It's 1st and 10 Hawks.
Yeah, pressure and the fact that the grass was a little slick. That ball was thrown well under the receiver. And Solomon there just able to make a good play there and move the ball to the 44.
So the Hawks on offense once again in good field position. This one starting on the 44-yard line. The last drive started on the 48. Single back in the backfield is Nick Bales. Yancey wants to throw, firing down the field. Has a man, Walker right, the H-back. Floats out there into the middle of the secondary, moves it across midfield inside the 40 all the way down to the 36-yard line. Yancey to right. And the Hawks quickly now back to the line. 2 right, 1 left. Yancey gets the snap, hands to Nick Bales. Bales looking for some room in the middle. Caught right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Kagan Lloyd, coming up to trip him up after a short gain. Pickup of about 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Hawks maintain tempo, just trying to keep the Rabbits on their back foot.
Yancey wants to throw now. Firing down the field. Spencer Browning is there, and it's just sails over his head. Just a little bit too much on it, and we saw that in the scrimmage game some. Maybe just a little bit of amped up there.
It did have a flag on the play. Just wondering if maybe he grabbed Spencer as he knew that he was going to get beat.
They're looking over to the Rabbits. They say it's a hold against Pleasant Grove. Oh, no, dead ball. Okay. Oh, illegal receiver downfield against Pleasant Grove. Atlanta's going to decline it. Take the result of the play, which was an incompletion. Then you're almost kind of glad he didn't catch it because that would have brought a touchdown back. But you did see Spencer had a good step on the defender there. Expect to see maybe Hawks come back and try something like that again. Feel like you're in 4-down territory here at the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 8 to go. Hawks have a man in motion. Pump fake, throw it. Spencer Browning gets this one. He has a screen pass. Spencer Browning on the move at the 20, 10, dives forward. It's going to be 1st and goal. Hawks down near the 2. So they go right back to Spencer Browning. This time he gets some blocks from the big uglies in front of him, and it's 1st and goal, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Spencer looked good running the ball after he had it.
Yeah, Spencer Browning is an athlete, and he'll get paid to play with a small white round ball, but in the meantime, he is an added benefit to this Hawk football team. Nick Bales, handoff, touchdown, Hawks. Nick Bales bounces it in from 2 yards out.
Yeah, easy little play there for Nick. A huge hole by that offensive line there on the left side. Mr. Greer Jr. is going to be fun to run behind this year.
Absolutely. KJ up there just made a huge hole for Bales to go in. This one, the kick is blocked. And so the Rabbits got somebody back there on that one. But 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Hawks turn a defensive interception into an offensive touchdown on a 2-yard Nick Bales dive. And the Hawks lead at 13-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Sports injuries can happen anytime, on the field, on the court, and even in your backyard. At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we treat sprains, fractures, concussions, and more with fast, compassionate care close to home. We're open 24/7 with on-site imaging like x-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, and MRI for quick, accurate diagnosis and treatment all in one place. Let us help you get back to the game faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com for more information.
All right, welcome back to Pleasant Grove. Hawks leading at 13-0 after a Nick Bell's 2-yard touchdown score. And so James Solomon set to kick off once again. His last one went into the end zone for a touchback. This one a little bit higher, a little bit shorter. And rolled out of bounds at the 1. Almost died and almost had a guy there. It'll be a penalty to bring it back up, but I don't know if I wouldn't tell him just try that again, son.
No, that's as good as you could kick one. Just the wrong little roll there at the end. Pleasant Grove leading 13-0, 7-10, still in the first quarter.
And so the penalty will move the Rabbits up to the 30, so they get a little bit better field position than they did last time. Now trying to keep everybody in tight, maybe to provide a little bit of protection for Simmons. And now they'll send slot receiver out Riley over to the right side, still a little bit high. Hand the ball off to the tailback Woodbury, and he is going to get none. Like the first man back there is number 61, Jamie King for the Hawks. Jamie, a sophomore out there. His parents work over here in the district, and he is certainly making his presence felt out there. The coaches were really excited about him coming out here on defense. Rabbits now getting their call in, 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Simmons wants to throw, has a man in his face, slips away from Elrod, fires down the field, and it's intercepted once again. Jamarian Richardson. And for the second drive in a row, the Hawks with a takeaway out of the air, and PG is back in business at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Jace Elrod there with the pressure and just does not give the quarterback enough time to step into that throw, and once again just underthrows his receiver. And Pleasant Grove secondary sets up well for their second bag of the night.
So 1st and 10 Hawks after 2 interceptions. Jamarian Richardson says, hey, James Solomon, I can do that too. Hand the ball off now to Javion Butler. Little sweep around the right side. Picks up 2 yards on the play. It was read well by the Rabbits. Number 25, Lane Wellington, sophomore linebacker, coming in to make the stop. It'll make it 2nd down and 8 as we roll inside of 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, Wellington stepped up quick to fill that hole and able to keep that to a short gain there.
2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side now. Yancey pulls in the high snap, hands it off. This is number 9, Palmer Gibbs, junior running back, and he is hit immediately. That one was read well, and I think the Rabbits sold out to the run on that play.
Yeah, they definitely had the middle filled up, but number 9, Kagan Lloyd, who has been very, very active on the defensive side for Atlanta. A very good linebacker coming in, just a junior, and makes a big stop there.
3rd down and 9 now. They split 2 receivers to each side, single back in the backfield. They fake to Gibbs, throw a little underneath. This one complete to Walker Wright. There's a flag on the play. Walker has the 1st down and more. Walker Wright speeding all the way down the end zone. He's in for the score, but there is a flag on the play. Yep, and it's a face mask against the Hawks is going to call this one back. They pulled somebody down by the face mask over here on this side. And that stinks because it's on the side of the play away from the action. They throw it over to Walker, and Hey, Walker Wright showed his baseball buddy Spencer, hey, I can move with the ball in my hand as well, and it's one of those that unfortunately for Walker won't show up in the stat book. He can put it on his huddle highlight.
And it will show up.
It'll show up there. It's got to. I mean, he did a great job, and but it'll be negated by penalty. Moves the ball all the way back to the 26-yard line. All that means is now it'll just have to be a 74-yard touchdown pass, Jay.
It definitely does change the play calling a little bit. Reduces the play sheet that Coach Gibson has.
Third and 24. Not showing up on a whole lot of spreadsheets. Hawks spread it out. 2 receivers right side. Single back in the backfield is Nick Bells. Got a man in motion. They fake to him. Yancey wants to throw. Throws it underneath. Nick Bells has it. And is going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. That one was read well by Kagan Lloyd. And he comes in, and they were trying to get some blockers out there in front, but there were more white jerseys than there were black.
Yeah, Lloyd did a great job just getting through the 3 linemen that Nick Bells had in front of him. Otherwise, that could have gone for quite a few yards.
So now the Hawks will punt, and this one sails over the head of Silas Yowell, and so Atlanta is going to get on the board with a safety. And just a little hard snap there. And I tell you, Jay, I was going to say something about the deep snapper there. Eli Haltom is really one of the top in the nation. That's not hyperbole or anything else like that, going to Arkansas on a scholarship for it. And I thought, well, I'm not going to mention it because sometimes that can jinx things. Maybe just thinking it was the problem.
Well, and you just don't know, how wet the ball is, and adrenaline.
A little much, that's okay. So, regardless.
If there hadn't been the face mask, there wouldn't
have been. If there hadn't been the face mask, it would have been a touchdown, and we'd be a 20-point ball game, see? As it is a 2-point score for the Rabbits, and so now 13-2. It's one of those scores that would mess up everybody's Super Bowl squares. And the Hawks will have a free kick from the 20. And so James Solomon has it teed up there, and so we should see a return opportunity for Woodbury and the Rabbits. He's standing back near his own 20. This one will be high and short, fielded at the 21-yard line. This is Eli Mitchell on the return, and he's fielded at the 29-yard line. It's brought down at the 33, so not a very far return, trying to get horizontal, and the Hawks got down there. Palmer Gibbs, the first man down there for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, good coverage by the kick team there. Silas Yao doing a great job elevating the ball, allowing the team to basically get under it. And just good tackling there to keep the Rabbits inside the 33-yard line.
So Atlanta with their best field position of the evening up to the 33. And Simmons splits him out again. Has a man in his face. Dodges Buck Anderson once. Can't dodge him the second time. He dodged Buck. He dodged Jalen Foster. Buck came back and tried it again. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if somebody got moving too early on the offensive side. There is. It's a hold against the offense. Pleasant Grove says they're going to decline that one. We'll take the loss of down and loss of yardage all the way back to the 21-yard line. And tell you what, Simmons probably could go the rest of the night and be okay not seeing 2-2 in his face the way he just did.
Well, and I think he did a good job pulling the ball back in. Otherwise, I think Buck could have possibly just scooped it from him.
Rabbits now spread them out, 3 left side, 1 right side. They have second down and forever. This is a little bit of a high snap. Simmons pulls it down, gets away from Foster. But the second man up for Pleasant Grove is Jabrian Baltimore. And he closes in, and it'll still be a loss on the play, back behind the 20 to the 19-yard line. And I tell you, If there's a stat for causing havoc on the play, but maybe not necessarily the tackle, Jalen Foster is leading that category tonight.
Yeah, if Atlanta did not know Jalen Foster, they do now.
Yeah, they're like, can somebody please get a hat on number 15? He's causing us distress. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side now. They keep an extra blocker in the backfield for Simmons. Trying to protect him here on 3rd down. It does give him just a little bit more time as he rolls to his right. Now fires down the field, and it's incomplete over the head of everybody. The closest man to it was Seth Gunlock, strong safety for the Hawks. And so after the safety, the Rabbits go backwards all the way back to their own 20, and now they send in their punt team. James Solomon, the man deep for Pleasant Grove, standing just inside Rabbit territory near the 48-yard line, making sure we have the right numbers out there on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure how tall Simmons is, Atlanta's quarterback, but the snaps have been high. He's already tall.
Yeah.
And that's causing him just to take an extra step or so the timing is off a little bit for Atlanta on the offensive side, just right off the snap.
C.J. Whaley is the punter. Oh, excuse me. Simmons is the punter, too, but he does just get this one off, and it is shanked. And it's going to be downed inside the 30, and so he does a good job just to get that one away, but the Hawks are going to start inside Atlanta territory at the plus 29-yard line. 3 minutes, 29 remaining in this opening stanza tonight. If you're sitting at home, you're waiting on it to stop raining, it stops. You can come on out here to Hawk Stadium, get in on this action. It feels great. It's a fun environment, and your Pleasant Grove Hawks are ahead by a couple of scores here early.
If you are coming and know my number, text me. There's a couple things from the concession stand that you could pick up for Matt.
Bring it on up. Yes, some nachos would be good. 2 receivers each side now to Yancey. He drops back, pump fake, wants to throw, firing toward the end zone. Walker Wright is waiting for it. In there. Touchdown, Hawks. Yancey to right. Vindication from the drive before that was called back.
Yeah, that one will be on Huddle.
Absolutely.
For both of them.
And it'll show up in the stat book. Coach Gibson talked so much about Walker Wright, his leadership, all those types of things, but he talked about how excited he was to have him back at the H-back position. And you can see right there what he's talking about and how much he appreciates that athleticism out there. Elrod is the holder. Silas Yowell, the kicker. This time it's a good snap back from Haltom. Kick is up and it's good. 3:21. A one-play, 29-yard touchdown strike from Yancey to Walker Wright. And the Hawks lead it by 18, 20-2. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, welcome back, Hawk fans, as James Solomon kicks this one back toward the Atlanta sideline. And just out of bounds. Right near the pylon. It just goes out of bounds. So the Rabbits will start on their own 30 once again, but the Hawks lead at 20-2 and had a beautiful touchdown pass from Yancey to Wright. Just one play after the defense drove the Rabbits backwards on their last offensive drive, forced a shank punt, give Pleasant Grove the short field, and now this defense excited to get back out here once again, see if they can get after these Rabbits. DeAndre Simmons, single back in the backfield. Hand the ball off to Marshawn Woodbury, and he is going to lose a couple on the play. Number 70. DeAndre Dole's the first man in there for the Hawks to wrap him up. Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12 to go now.
And then a new name for me to call out, I believe is it Kai Ringwood?
Kai Ringwood.
In there, the stop there. Getting a little time at defensive end.
2 receivers left, 1 right now for Simmons. He wants to throw to the right, tries to hit Woodbury out of the backfield. Led him a little bit too long and kind of made him dive down toward the turf. And I tell you, it might have been for the best as Jaden Scales was coming downhill. Just a little bit of zest behind himself.
Yeah, Jaden Scales, one of the 4-year varsity players, had 73 tackles last year. And 5 of those for loss. And when you can say that for a secondary player,
that's pretty good. Pretty good. 3rd down and 12 now. 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side.
Foster showing pressure.
And he brings it. They pick up the block. Oh, and this one just went through the hands of Easton Patterson and into the hands of Jaden Riley. And he got just enough to give the Rabbits a 1st down. And so a fortunate turn of events there that Easton Patterson let that one slip through his hands.
Yeah, that worked out. They moved the sticks for Atlanta.
They got a 1st down on their first offensive drive. This is the first time they've picked one up since then. Everybody in a little bit tight. Now they're going to send Riley out wide to the right side. Trying to see what the Hawks are going to do. Simmons gets this one a little bit to his left, being pursued from behind, and he just throws it over the head of everybody over to the sidelines. Riley was the close man there. Jabarian Baltimore was in coverage out there. 2nd down and 10.
Zion Lewis gets a little time out there, and Jamie King back in their middle of the defensive line rolls. Got a little breather there.
Again, everybody in pretty tight. Riley just out on the right hash there. Simmons hands the ball off. This time Kagan Lloyd on the carry, and he is going to be bottled up after a short gain, maybe 2 yards on the play.
Yeah,
Up to the 42-yard line, 2nd down and 8 now.
Jamie King threw him down like a rag doll.
I don't know if he took it personally that he was trying to run through his hole or what was going on there. I guess you make sure your guy can't get away from you. 1 man wide to the right this time is Easton Patterson. Make the handoff. Simmons rolls to his right, trying to get some space. He's going to have some. Keep it himself, and he takes a shot. At the end of that, Jace Elrod comes in and meets the quarterback rather. It'll be close to 1st down yardage. I don't know what, they had a coach come running down there from their sideline like he was upset about something. It was a good tackle in bounds, huh? A little bit. Well, now we got a little problem with the chain over there. I think they ran into the chain box.
Well, that definitely proves how tough Simmons is.
I guarantee you, because he took a shot. Oh yeah,
there's a lot of players that end up signing up for PE on Monday after a hit like that.
So the sticks are bent, and Coach Fincher running down to get another set, and he, I guarantee you, he's not feeling good about that right now. He had a little procedure earlier in the week, and
well,
we got an extra set of chains, and so we're going to get them pulled out down there.
Well, if Sony is listening,
yeah,
they could bring their new, I think it's called Sky technology.
There we go.
Something like that. And we could get rid of the sticks.
Put it on the field.
So if they wanted to try something out at the high school level, Pleasant Grove ISD, Chad Pirtle.
Hey, we'll let them do it. We will be the first in the nation to allow them to test it out on our field.
I think that technology requires 6 cameras to be
We
able
have
to
6
determine
cameras, So we could add some more.
whether
Look
it's
at
a
there.
first down or not.
That's pretty good hot swap there on the sideline change. I don't know who that is out there running that chain, but he just ran a good 150-yard round trip down there and back. So,
Like, referee, we're gonna need 60 more
yeah,
seconds.
let me. Somebody please call a trainer for the chain guy.
Better them than me.
All right, so after the hard hit on the sideline, the only real casualty is the first down marker. And coincidentally enough, it was a first down for Atlanta. 31 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it would have been tough to argue that he was short of the line of gain after the damage he did to the stick.
He's like, sir, I believe I got past the stick. It has a 90-degree turn in it now. All right, 1st and 10 Rabbits right at midfield. Might have been good for Simmons, too, to get a little bit of a breather after that hit from Elrod. 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side now. Simmons wants to throw, rolling to his left, being pursued from behind. Ball is out, and it goes out of bounds. Good hit from Terrell Patton. Knocks the ball out, but it bounces out of bounds. It's fortunate if you are a Rabbit fan. 10-yard loss on the play, back to the 40. It'll be 2nd and 20 from there.
When you start talking about improvement from one year to the next, Terrell Patton's name is going to be coming up often in these first couple of games for us, and then after that, it's just going to be that's Terrell.
That's just what he does. Yeah, the coaches, Coach Gibson, really high on him and really talked about how much his game has improved and the work that he put in this summer. Good to see that showing up. Little handoff.
2 helmets off.
And it is a hard hit. And, yeah, the tailback lost a helmet. The defender lost a helmet. And so Jalen Foster will have to come out for a play. Kagan Lloyd will have to come out for a play as well. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. So Foster might have got the better of that one. Jaden Brown comes in place of Foster. 10 seconds in running now. Simmons wants to throw. There's a false start over here that wasn't called. Now there's several flags that are thrown after that. We'll see if that's a false start or a hold that's on there.
It's a hold.
Like it should be a hold.
Marion Jones was just wasn't nice what number 12 did to Camarion Jones there.
Just abused him out there, huh?
Liam McKinney. But I think Simmons, pardon me, is going to appreciate the fact that he did hold him because he was coming hard.
Absolutely.
We're still in the first quarter.
Still in the first quarter. This may be it. They'll see if they're going to have to snap the ball. 3 seconds as we wait on the punt. From Whaley. And punt will be down at the 31-yard line. That's the way the first quarter ends. Your score at the end of 1. Hawks 20, Rabbits 2.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove We have been playing for about 37 minutes, just got through the first quarter. Hawks leading at 20-2. Atlanta punt was the last play of the first quarter, and the first play of the second quarter is a beautiful back-and-forth little nifty run by Nick Bales, just zigs and zags to a quick little 12-yard pickup on a play that looked like it was over several times. Gets the Hawks near midfield up to the 44.
And that's something that we saw from Nick last year is just patience and letting it develop, and then just able to bulldog through some of those tighter holes.
Nick, a senior this year, really excited to see what he's able to do. It's another chance here right into the middle. And a little nifty shift right at the line of scrimmage, picks up 6 yards on the play right to midfield. 2nd down and 4.
DeAndre Simmons making the stop there, playing a little double duty there, quarterback and defensive back.
Yeah, Simmons is tall. I guarantee you he plays some basketball, junior. 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side now for Yancey. They move the H-back over to the left. This one high over his head, and he drops down on top of it. Might have had a chance to pick it up, but always the smart move to just drop on top of it. But yeah, that went up kind of over his head a little bit. Really one of the few negative plays we've seen on the offensive side for the Hawks as far as yardage goes. We'll move it all the way back to the 36. Make it 3rd down and 18.
This could be a good time to call number 19's number.
Yeah. Landon Fincher is out here on the left side. So Javion Butler. They hand it off to Nick Bales. Bales trying to turn the corner to the left, picks up a block from Fincher, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's a pickup of 8 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 10, and the Hawks send in the punt unit. A little bit conservative there.
Yeah, Lane Wellington coming in from his linebacker role there to keep that to a gain, but not enough for Pleasant Grove to extend their drive.
Last punt attempt by the Hawks went over Yowell's head. This one a good snap back. Silas Yowell. A high spiraling kick. Bounces at the 30. And will be down at about the 27-yard line. So the Hawks, a big negative play with a snap over the quarterback's head, kind of doomed that drive, and so the Pleasant Grove forced to punt. Now the Rabbits have it back. 9:38 remaining here in the first half. Pleasant Grove leading at 20-2 here at home. 1st and 10, Atlanta from their own 27.
Well, I've been very, very pleased with what I've seen on the defensive side for sure for Pleasant Grove.
And defense usually in some early games always kind of has the advantage, it seems. But tonight this Hawk defense has been exceptional so far. This time a little gut draw straight up the middle by the Rabbits. A dive play will pick up 3. 2nd down and 7 after Woodbury gets in between the tackles.
I think Kedra just looked at him and he fell down.
Well, Kedra is kind of scary. I've walked up near him a few times, and that's a large young man.
He had 17 and a half tackles for loss last year.
And was a backup. Yeah. Was a backup. This one a pass complete. Simmons hit C.J. Whaley out there. Whaley jumped up and able to pull that one down. Simmons a little zip on that ball as he got it out there to Whaley. Griffin Gibbs made the tackle on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4 to go.
So a test here in the second quarter, this defense to keep Atlanta from getting a first down here. Really haven't seen Simmons just take off and run with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it seems like he'd be fast. Hand the ball off. Going left is Marshawn Woodbury. And he will be just shy of first down yardage. They're going to measure it and see how shy he is. He needs the 37. It's close. We'll see where they have this thing. So I'm going to say about the, I don't know. Not more than the length of a football, I don't think. We'll see what kind of good shot we can get from the sideline cameras.
Tyler Price was able to get through the line and just ride the Atlanta running back down. It does look like we're going to be short of a first down, which we knew that. But looks like about a ball and a half.
A little bit shy, so it'll be 4th and short. We got an ad playing on the ad with A&M Texarkana, Ace, and Grover.
This week we celebrated Ace's birthday.
Okay.
I may or may not have had a cupcake.
Hey, you have to have a cupcake, otherwise he would have been offended. Atlanta's going to call a timeout. They want to talk about it here on 4th down. We'll stay here with it. We've taken a lot of timeouts. 20-2, the Hawks lead at 8:06, and here the big challenge is Hawk defense has been swarming all night long. And this one a big 4th down play. Friend Ken Buchanan listening to us. Of course, he was the longtime color commentator out there at Liberty ILO when I called those games. And he is checking in on us this evening and let us know that Texas High is in a lightning delay in the first quarter. Tyler Legacy leading that one 7-3. Other area games, the Leopards will be in action tomorrow night at home. They've got Henderson. And Arkansas High has some folks excited over on their side of town, Jay. Looks like they've
got some good things going on their side.
Got something happening. I tell you, it's always fun to me when all the schools in Texarkana are doing well and you can get up on a Saturday morning and read about what they've all done and all the fan bases are excited.
Or you could just watch the stream on Saturday of all 3 games you didn't go to.
I'll say you can go back and rewatch them if you want to. Flag on the play. They hand this one off to Woodbury. Woodbury has enough initially. We're going to see what the flag is. And it's going to be offsides against the Hawks. So somebody from Pleasant Grove got to cross a little early. You can see the head linesman on this side let Coach Darby know what it was, and he shook his head yes, like he agreed with him. And so you won't see any protest from the Hawk coaches on that one. So it is a first down. Big 4th down gamble by the Rabbits where really they had to do something to try to get some offense going here. Now they cross 40 to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Atlanta. They spread it out with 3 right, 1 left. Quarterback trying to get away, and he is going to be dropped. And that one will show up in the stat book for Jalen Foster as he finally gets him wrapped up there. Kenmarian Jones was in pursuit from the backside and ran Simmons right into the waiting arms of Jalen Foster. Be a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, that play closed up quick with both Kenmarian and Foster being bookends there.
So again, the Rabbits spreading them out. Woodbury, the lone tailback. Simmons wanting to throw, rolls to his left, and has some happy feet. Makes the first guy miss, and now Simmons, you talked about you hadn't seen him run yet. He's going to scramble out. We got a big scrum going at the end. Finally, we get the whistle blown, but Simmons with some good positive yardage gets it all the way up to the 48-yard line near midfield, and that's going to make a 2nd and long turn into a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that it was a scrum of Hawks.
Yeah, it was a bunch of them, probably all 11. And Well, I tell you, Simmons didn't look like he was running real fast, but he probably covering 1.5 yards with each stride, and he really picked up some good positive yardage there. 6:13 now remaining in the first half. The Hawks up 20-2 here at home as we get ready to close out the first half. And now Atlanta once again wants to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them this time. Take a timeout. 6:02 remaining in the first half. Hawks 20, Rabbits 2. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Ray. This is my wife, Jeannie. And we've been using Lone Star Heating and Air for over 10 years. Matthew installed a training unit for us. He also has a service agreement that he has offered us that we use annually, and we have been very happy. We just highly recommend Lone Star Heating and Air. They're the most honest, reliable, dependable team that you could ask for. So in your future needs, if you have any for HVAC, call Lone Star Heating and Air. You'll be glad that you did.
All right, folks, welcome back to Pleasant Grove. After the Atlanta timeout, they wanted to talk about it here. 3rd down and 3 to go. They have one timeout remaining. 6:02 here in the first half. So my friend Ray Witt on the commercial there, one of the best men I know.
He looked cool.
He is obviously has a great air conditioning man. And so I promise you, if he tells you somebody's good, you can certainly trust that. Incomplete pass from Simmons. That one was intended for Easton Patterson. Baltimore down there in coverage. It'll be 4th down and 3, and the Rabbits keeping their offense out there on the field, as that stops the clock temporarily at 5:56. And talk about our sponsors there. I do want to thank all the people who sponsor Texarkana Game Day each and every week. You being able to watch these games live, or as Jay said, being able to go back and watch them even the next day, does not happen without these sponsors. You can see their ads in all 4 corners of the screen throughout the game, and also their commercials during the breaks. Make sure you let them know that you saw them on Texarkana Game Day and how much you appreciate their support. Little quick pass from Simmons now. This time connects with Easton Patterson, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Gets it across midfield to the 47-yard line. So 2 4th downs converted are keeping this drive for the Rabbits alive. This started all the way back on their own 27-yard line. Now they're in Hawk territory at the 47. Still 5:33 remaining in the first half. This time a little tight formation. Only one man wide is Patterson. They move Jalen Riley in motion. He's over on the left side as well. Simmons hands the ball off to Woodbury. Woodbury is going to get nowhere. Gets strung out by a few Hawks. The ball comes out, but they say after he was down. So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 now.
Yeah, the center for the defense here for Pleasant Grove right now is probably the biggest that we could put out there.
Yep.
Frankie Villarreal and DeAndre Doles. Both taking up a lot of room there between the 5 techniques.
Yeah, big number 9, Villarreal, is taking up some space. This time the quarterback is pursued by big number 70, DeAndre Doles. And so Doles said, Jay, I'm not just out here taking up space. I'm back here causing problems 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. As he hits Simmons near the ankles on his pass that then fell incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he had a little density and mass. And
M times V means momentum, mass times velocity, right?
Right.
Velocity wasn't crazy, but he was bringing something to the party. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Simmons now firing down the field. This one is intercepted, but there is a flag on the play, and so Jaden Scales pulls this one in, and I'll be interested to see what that one looks like on replay. There was an interception there, but I think the receiver just fell down. I don't know. They were trying to get it out to C.J. Whaley.
I've been called a homer before, but it looked like he tripped me.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe we call the result instead of the action. They should have called that play on the 20-yard line over there. I'm assuming the penalty on the 20-yard line instead of one of the Hawk players. Regardless, it will be a first down for the Rabbits, 1st and 10 down to the 32. So this drive continues. 4:23 now remaining in the first half. Simmons drops back to throw. This time he has some time. Fires, incomplete. Sails past his intended receiver, Jaden Riley. 2nd down and 10. Pressure in the backfield from number 5, Keidron Smith.
Yeah, ever since his interception, there hasn't been much thrown towards Jay Rich.
Yeah, no, Jay Rich and Solomon on this side of the field, and maybe they say that we'll keep trying to go this way. The corner on the other side, though, is Debry in Baltimore, so we'll see if maybe we can get him involved in the interception party. One receiver to each side, but they're both pretty close to the center of the formation. This is a quarterback keeper the whole way. Simmons gets away from Keidron Smith, and then is going to be wrapped up by James Solomon and Jaden Scales as they converge on him right at the 29-yard line. A pickup of 1 yard on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 to go.
Atlanta looking to put their first touchdown on the board here. Could possibly get it to a 10-point game if they went for 2.
Simmons fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, trying to get it down the field, doesn't have anywhere to go, and probably waited a little bit long to decide if he was going to throw. And takes a shot over on the sideline, and he is a little bit slow to get up. Keidron Smith was the first man over there. I'm trying to look on the Atlanta roster to see if anybody else is listed as a quarterback. Number 16, Braden Thompson, who is a freshman, is listed at quarterback, defensive back. And so they're checking on Simmons out there.
Could possibly even be Evan Mitchell.
Sending number 16 out there. Braden Thompson, a freshman, taking the field. DeAndre Simmons able to get up on his own. Bring up 4th down and 7 to go for the Rabbits, and they really want to try to salvage something here. And got a freshman quarterback out here with 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side. They're going to give him an opportunity to throw the ball. He rolls to his right. Has some room in front of him if he wants to keep it. He does, and he takes a shot at the end, flipped over. And we'll see what the call is. They're going to measure it. And I'll tell you this, the kid got flipped over, jumped up, and then stood up and pointed for a first down. If nothing else, he's got a little swagger to him, and I kind of like that, Jay.
Yeah, if you want your team to come and rally around you after your QB1 gets hurt,
yeah,
come in and do that right there.
Yeah, I don't know for sure if it's a first down. Maybe they can give him an extra half a yard just for a little gumption and bravado.
We're not giving half yards to
okay,
anybody.
No half yard. All right, I don't know. I just kind of like to hear. I'm scared to death for a 14-year-old. He gets upended out there by Jay Rich.
Yeah,
and
Jay Rich did welcome him to the league.
Yeah, not an ugly hit or anything like that. Just it is, and it is short, though. Wasn't enough, Jay. We said no half yards, didn't give him the half yard, so it is short, and the ball goes over to the Hawks. So not for lack of effort from Braden Thompson, but the Atlanta drive has started all the way back at their own 27. Ends in a turnover on downs at the Hawk 23, and so PG starting at our own 23-yard line. That'll be the worst starting position for the Hawks so far, and it's been a little while since the last time Pleasant Grove was out here on the field, and a bad snap on second down kind of doomed that drive, forced a punt. Yancey and company back out here now, and Yancey wants to throw. Pulls it down, fires, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Palmer Gibbs. I might should have just held on to that one.
Yeah, I'm thinking Palmer might have some conversations with him during halftime.
Hey, man, there was a guy coming downhill on me. Yeah,
I can block for you on that one.
Yeah. Incomplete pass. It'll be second down and 10. It did look like there was a little bit of open space there, and that may be something they come back and look at. 2:54, really, your entire playbook is still open to you here. Hawks do have 3 timeouts remaining in the first half.
Palmer's like, I know I'm a twin, but I'm not, expendable.
Yeah. Okay. This one, another little high snap. This time, Palmer Gibbs pulls it in, so at least it doesn't go anywhere. It'll be a loss on the play, but still this close to your own end zone could have been catastrophic. And now once again, third down and long after a little bit of a snapping issue.
There's been a couple of high snaps that Colt has had to keep in the field of play, and that one, Palmer just happened to be right place, right time to keep that from being a turnover.
So I don't know if there's a nose guard or somebody trying to come fast or what's going on. Yancey wants to throw this one, and this one is tipped. They're trying to get a little screen pass set up. C.J. Whaley read that one well, and he comes in and knocks that one down as he got in Yancey's face. And so a quick 3 and out by the Hawks with 2:09 that goes backwards, and Pleasant Grove will be forced to punt once again, and the Rabbits will have a return man set up right near midfield, trying to see if they can give Atlanta a little bit of sign for life. Their last offensive drive ended about half a yard shy, but the entire second quarter has been 2 3-and-out drives by the Hawks, and then that long drive by the Rabbits. Now we have 1:57 left before the intermission. And at halftime, if you get tired of hearing Jay and I on the radio, you'll get to hear Jay and I on the PA system, as he'll be introducing the Showstoppers. Brooklyn Bearden, the Showstopper director. A lot of people know her from her time on the line out there. And then the Hawk Band will be performing at halftime as well. I'll be introducing them.
I was fortunate enough to be able to introduce Brooklyn, as she was the captain of the Showstoppers.
Yeah.
And she sent me a text this week asking if I would do the honors tonight for the team. So I was like, well, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. We talked about that, and I was glad you were able to do that. I know that was a program that meant so much to your girls when they were in school here. And like you say, you knew Brooklyn back when she was a student, and I think a lot of people are excited to see what she's going to do with the Showstopper. So much tradition and excellence in that program, and I think it's always good when you have somebody that went through it that knows what to do. Kind of the same thing we're seeing with band. You got Jay Sutton that was kind of came through this program. Gives you a little bit of ownership in it when you show up, and so really excited about halftime. So make sure that you join us for that, as we will bring it to you live right here on Texarkana Game Day. All right, the Rabbits back out here now. 1:57 remaining in the first quarter. They have the ball at their own 46-yard line. And the freshman, Thompson, still out there and throws it over. And I tell you, I think that was just on the receiver, Jay. Maybe he heard some footsteps coming. I don't know. They tried to get a little quick screen pass set up and just dropped by the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think the Jay Selrod effect probably was in his mind.
I'm not saying I would have caught it. I'm just saying it wasn't the throw. 2 to the right side now, 1 to the left side. Thompson wants to throw once again. A little fake screen underneath. This time they screen back to the right side. It's complete to Woodbury. Woodbury's going to pick up a couple before Terrell Patton comes over to bring him down. And now the Hawks are going to take a timeout. Pleasant Grove trying to preserve some time here, looking at the possibility of forcing a 3-and-out here with it 3rd down and long. We'll stay right here with it during this timeout play, but you know the Hawks probably want to try to get something going. And
got the administration trying to get the student section riled up a little bit.
Everybody fired up. Students are standing up and getting moving around. So, Coach Justin Gibson, as well as Coach Harmon down there talking to quarterback Yancey, also talking to Walker Wright. We're talking about what they may do if we get another chance here. 1:37, 3rd and 8 to go for the Rabbits. Big 3rd down play here for your Hawk defense. And instead we get somebody jumping off sides, a little free play. And J. Rich had a chance at an interception, knocked it down, intended for Easton Patterson, but it'll be a 5-yard penalty. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 3 to go for the Rabbits.
Well, I think that was a high IQ play there by J. Rich. Seeing the flag being thrown, rather than trying to make a play for the ball, he just knocks the ball down because
don't turn it into something cheap, right?
Well, that or somehow the Atlanta Rabbit comes down with the ball.
Yeah.
So good job there, just knocking the ball down rather than trying to make a play on it.
3 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side now for Thompson. Pitch out to the left, complete. Jaden Riley, he has enough for the 1st down, moves it across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Clock continues to roll now. And now time working against the Rabbits. They do have 1 timeout remaining. So they have the ball inside Hawk territory at the 39. Thompson wants to throw a little screen pass, and it's incomplete, just out of reach of Kagan Lloyd. Maybe led him just a little bit too long. Stops the clock at 1 minute remaining, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he had Dakota Davis, number 77, ready to turn up field with him. Dakota Davis is a healthy young man. Playing right tackle. 60 seconds remain in this first half. Pleasant Grove leading 20-2.
Thompson wants to throw. This one's going to sail out of bounds to the right as he's running sideways, trying to get away from the pursuit. 3rd down and 10.
Another big 3rd down for Atlanta. Pleasant Grove defense doing a great job this first half, keeping Atlanta out of the end zone so far.
Thompson wants to throw again. Pump fake a couple of times, rolls to his left, fires. Incomplete again. And now it's 4th down and 10 from the 39-yard line. And the Rabbits are going to take their final timeout. They want to talk about what they want to do, and I tell you, rough spot to be in. You got a freshman quarterback out there. Had a drive before this one stopped. Just about half a football length short of being able to continue. Big 4th down opportunity here. And the Hawks looking at it, trying to see if maybe we can save enough time to try to do something on offense for the Hawks.
I like the call to go for it here. I mean, the only bad thing is if he takes a sack. to give Pleasant Grove some more field position.
Sack, interception.
Interception, I'm okay with that. That's just like a punt.
Good spot for. So we'll see what happens here. Braden Thompson, the freshman quarterback, in for Atlanta. Being pursued. He fires it down the field, incomplete. And ball goes over on downs. So the Hawks have 36 seconds to go 61 yards.
And the offense has been relatively quiet this past 12 minutes that we've been.
Yeah, the entire second quarter, a couple of 3-and-outs, the only thing the Hawks have done. However, at the end of the first quarter, did score on a one-strike drive, a 29-yard touchdown pass to Walker Wright. So the Hawks certainly have the opportunity to score quickly here. Walker Wright on this one again. He'll have enough for the first down, gets it across midfield. And 25 seconds, and now it's whistled ready for play again. Snap is back. It's a little bit low. Yancey wants to throw. Fires. Caught. Landon Fincher. And the Hawks call a timeout with 12 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you've got to think 2 plays here. I just don't think you've got enough time for 3.
Yeah, Fincher caught this one. It was a little bit low, and he had to come back for it. If that one hits him a little bit higher, he may have had a chance to run out of bounds to save a timeout. The Hawks do have one more timeout, so you can afford one play in the middle of the field, but that's it.
You just wonder how deep do we need to get for Silas Yao to feel comfortable to try a field goal.
15 yards, we're at about a 40-yarder. I don't know what his long was last year. Hawks are going to spread it out as Palmer Gibbs is the running back in the backfield. Provide some extra pressure. They throw this one to Nick Bales underneath, and he's in that little slot trying to get away and just could not. Kind of had a lot of green space in front of him. It just took half a second too long to develop, and Nick couldn't get away from the tacklers. And so now Pleasant Grove with one more play here, 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Just a reminder, halftime after this, the Atlanta band is not here tonight. They opted to head on back home with the rain and things that are going on, but we will have performances from the Pleasant Grove Showstoppers as well as the Pleasant Grove High School Band. The new show for the fall is called Sparks of Illumination, and it's going to be full of a lot of surprises and a lot of songs you may know. If you're a fan of Coldplay, recognize all the songs in this year's show from the Hawk Band, and so you'll get to see the first part of Sparks of Illumination tonight. 4 seconds remaining now. Yancey wants to throw, has a man in his face, throws it underneath to Nick Bales. Bales needs some room in front of him. Nick Bales is at the 20 and he trips. Ball comes out. Rabbits have it. And that's the way the first half ends. Your score at halftime, Hawks 20, Rabbits 2. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and it's time for halftime. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here. And we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
Charlie!
Ladies and gentlemen, Pleasant Grove High School proudly presents, under the direction of Miss Brooklyn Bearden, the 2025 American Drill Team Small Team High Kick Champions, our spectacular Pleasant Grove Showstoppers. The showstopper of the week is Brianna Brent. Tonight the showstoppers are performing a palm routine to Hey Ya! Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for your continuing halftime entertainment the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pleasant Grove Band is led on the field by drum majors, senior Eden Venables, and sophomores Ivy Meadows and Salman Pasha. Color guard captain is senior Aubrey Franklin. Tonight, the band will be performing their first movement of their 2025 competition show, Sparks of Illumination.